All right, we are going to continue to talk about curriculum for homeschooling today. And there are two simple things that I want to tell you that have helped me tremendously in homeschooling. The first one is learn from other people. Now, before I ever did my first day homeschooling, in fact, before I even had our first child, when I was pregnant with Josiah, I had the amazing blessing of being able to spend time with a large homeschooling family. This was awesome because this family was amazing and just being around them was life-giving and fun, but also because the Lord had been speaking to me about homeschooling and kids and all of these things that I had never factored into my future before, and it all was a little overwhelming and seemed, quite honestly, a bit crazy to me. And so having this family come into my life that invited me in to see what their homeschooling experience was like, what their daily life was like, was such an amazing gift because it gave me a framework to begin to dream from. Now, you may not have that opportunity in your life, even if you know a family like that with current conditions and restrictions and all of that. You may not be able to spend time with them in that way. But the good news is that you don't have to in order to learn from other people. We live in such an amazing day of technology. There are so many resources out there for homeschooling families. There are blogs, there are curriculums, there are books, there are videos, I mean, you name it, and you can find that resource for a homeschooling family. So I want to encourage you, learn from people who have gone before you. They may not have your exact same life, and the way they do things may not be a perfect fit for you, but you're going to learn wisdom that they spent years of their lives gaining through experience. What an amazing thing it is to be able to get that for free, or the cost of a book or what have you. That's amazing. So learn from people. One of the ways to do this also is through your curriculum choice. You are going to be taking someone else's hard work of lesson plans and making sure that all the right subjects are being taught and all the skills are there for your kids to be able to learn. Don't take on the stress of trying to figure that on yourself, but find a curriculum that works for you and use that, because as you do, you're going to find that you are able to take in the wisdom of other people into your family, and that your family and your homeschooling experience is going to be blessed by it. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is just as important, and it is don't be boxed in by the experience of other people. Don't be boxed in by your curriculum. Don't be boxed in even by your own expectations of what you think maybe things are supposed to look like. Instead, hold your dreams and your plans and your curriculum even loosely. Because as you go, you're going to discover that there may be certain things that work really well for your family and you should hold on to them. But there may also be things that don't work for you. I discovered as I was going along that the math system that we were using didn't work. That some of the history texts that my curriculum uses aren't a great fit for our family for various reasons. And so instead of feeling boxed in or locked into those choices, I just substitute my own things. I researched and found other things that worked better for us. I don't feel a commitment to do the curriculum exactly the way it was written, although it's a great curriculum, but instead I use it as a building block to create the best possible experience for my family and my kids. So I want to encourage you, learn from other people, and at the same time be flexible and make sure that you're not being boxed in your own mind by what you think should be or what others' expectations or experiences are, or even what your curriculum is dictating, but instead hold your hands loosely and allow for flexibility to create the perfect homeschooling experience for your family.